You're telling me that Charlotte isn't a hotbed for Sicilians?
How you doing, pal? Rally.
Welcome back to After School Special. Today, Gary and I are trying Stella D'oro breakfast treats. Gary, tell us about these.
Oh, God. This is like if I close my eyes and imagine you're not here, I'm with my Nana.
I could be your Nana.
Yeah, she actually looked a little like you.
Same hair?
Same hair.
Okay.
She was an Irish lady.
Oh,
Fair
I could...
skin.
You had an
Fair
Irish grandmother?
Yes.
Accent?
No.
Okay.
Her original name was Hill. Her
Hill.
last name, Hill.
Interesting.
Marie Hill.
So anyway, you're with your Nana and you're eating Stella D'oro cookies.
So, the reason why I have such a fondness for these, I don't recall these being my favorite. However, my Nana lived across the street from me. And she was my mom's grandmother, my great-grandmother. And when I was younger, she always had these on the table. My grandmother was probably like 95 pounds. And she would send me to the store, which was right up the block from her house. And she would send me in there for a quarter pound of liverwurst. Which, if
For
you know anything,
what?
if you know anything about liverwurst, they cut it thick, so that's 2 slices.
Oh, God.
And she would make 4 sandwiches. She would cut it in half. She would cut a piece of bread in half, toast it, put a little mayo, and that was a half a sandwich. Was like she'd have that for lunch and maybe even her dinner.
Oh, my God.
And don't forget the Stella D'oro cookies.
Okay.
So I would get these, and then I would sit at the table with her, and she'd have a little tea, and I'd have a glass of milk, and we would have Stella D'oro cookies together. Very amazing times in my life. I may cry, but I won't.
And you're from, this was like what, 1837, 1839?
This is like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, right. Well,
This
this
is like-
this feels very old school.
It's very old school. It has so much nostalgia for me because of the fact that my grandmother lived in these, literally across the street. I could walk 3 seconds, I was at her house. And she lived in these attached Tudor-style homes. It was like a row home almost.
Okay.
And they were really nice, and they were all of these elderly people that lived next to her. Her neighbor was May, and she used to build card houses with me.
Oh, my God.
And May would get up, we would build the whole thing. I would blow it down, she would come back in, and she'd go, "Oh, it fell down." I go, "Yeah, it fell down." But that was the fun part about May. She forgot by the time.
Yeah. Did she do it again?
By the time she brought out cookies, she had no idea she was building card houses.
That's amazing. So this is a breakfast thing, because you have to have it with coffee, right?
This is a breakfast thing. This is an after dinner thing. This is a midday thing. You want a little milk with a little this, or a cup of coffee with this? A neighbor would come over, they would drop by, these were slid out.
So this is like a company snack.
Yes, of
This
course.
is when you have company.
Of course.
So tell me how to do it. How do the old Italians do it?
Then we got the little S. I call it the S cookie. Everyone calls it the S cookie.
Oh,
right?
that's a nickname. It's
Yeah,
the S
little
cookie.
S cookie, right?
Because there's multiple Stella D'oros, so these are the S.
Yeah.
Like that's what you call them, the S's.
Yeah, there's a couple of different variations of this.
Gotcha,
This
gotcha.
to me is the classic.
Of course.
And you just got your cup of coffee, your tea,
Okay.
whatever it is.
Okay.
You do a little dunk.
Dunk, dunk, dunk.
But you let it get a little, let it get
So you gotta, because they feel hard. You really gotta
Yeah.
let them
let it soak in there.
soak. Okay.
That might be good.
See, I went a little too hard.
I
in the
lost.
paint. We might have went a little too long.
Amateur hour. I lost.
We'll try it again the second time. Oh wow, I really messed up here.
Mmm.
Oh my God.
How nice is that?
I was not expecting it to taste like that.
That's better than I thought it was.
Really?
When I remember it. And quite frankly, I haven't had one of these in so long that I'm ashamed of what I've done here.
I'm a little offended,
I
actually.
dumped too long and
That
I
was
lost half the cookie.
Are we gonna have to take away your Italian heritage?
I don't know.
Am I gonna have to start calling you Gary Hill?
Well, to be quite honest with you, these things talking about themselves as Italian, made in North Carolina.
You're telling me that Charlotte isn't a hotbed for Sicilians?
How you doing, pal? Rally.
Not a lot of Italian Civil Rights League members in Durham.
Yeah, you know the Genovese family from Durham.
Watch this like a massive Italian.
Yes,
In North Carolina.
Right. We're going to offend every one of them.
Right? Yeah. No.
All 6 of them. You going to go for number 2?
100%.
Let's go.
Well, I got to get the dunk right because I did the
It's
little
got
light.
a little, it's got a good little flavor.
So I went to I just went like a 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. It's because the coffee hits you first, And then that sweetness kind of right at the end.
But it's not too sweet.
No.
It's just nice.
This is something that my English grandmother would have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not this exact brand, obviously, but when we would go visit, this is something that she would have on the table
Yep.
for tea. We'd drink tea, and she would have something like this. Now, it's England, so they're about this big, but they helped you take over brown people's places, so that's actually the secret, is pastries.
I really hope that makes the final.
I hope you know the editor. So a company comes over, you pull out the Stella D'oros. What's the presentation? Is that on a plate, in the package? Do you have a jar?
No jar. This is it.
You just have it in the package and you
Slide
lay
it
it out
out.
like this. Okay.
Slide it out. And then when everybody's done, everybody done?
Push it back in.
Back in. Maybe a little scotch tape comes out.
Ah, I see.
You know?
Right.
Maybe we put it in a Ziploc, a big Ziploc, but
Yeah.
probably not. The scotch tape's gonna come out,
Yeah.
and it'll be taped on all corners.
Right.
And in about 2 hours, that'll be undone, and then there'll be another layer of scotch tape that's put on,
Right.
and so on and so forth.
See, my grandmother, for tea, it is meticulously, ornately done around the plate.
You come from a proper culture.
Exactly.
So
You
take me through that.
I mean, it's one of those things where like it's so well done, you actually don't want to ruin the art and take the cookie. Like it looks so. I mean,
So trays.
like a perfect pyramid. Yes.
Yes.
And it's all matching. Floral prints.
That's nice though.
Like what do you call it? Not dishware, but what would you call it?
Yeah.
China.
China.
There you go.
But I feel like there was, in all seriousness, there was probably a time and period where, there was a lot of like this stuff really meant a lot to families. This was Sundays. This was summer nights. You would hang around and cake and coffee would come out, and it was really, really, really nice. I loved,
Yeah.
like even just like my nana's house, and the neighbors would be sitting out back with her. They would have a little cup of coffee and some of these treats, and they would
Yeah.
talk and hang out. They would play cards. Nice.
It's the tradition.
Yeah, but it's nice, and they were pleasant to each other.
Yeah.
Man, we're just... This coffee, by the way, let's talk about that.
Oh yeah. Really quickly, we can talk about this.
Oh, yeah. Simon, your son sucks at advertising.
We are drinking Craven's Coffee from Spokane, Washington, established in 1993 from a nice couple who came over from Seattle to start a wholesale coffee business. And then I came out, and now I do comedy. But the coffee's good.
Coffee's excellent.
We're drinking Moonbeam. You can order it at cravenscoffee.com.
The best part of waking up is
Cravens in your cup.
Yeah.
Not Folgers.
This coffee is
the best.
fantastic.
Mhm.
It really is. It's smooth. It's nice. We drink it every morning. Throw a little pot on.
That's good to hear. It's the least you can do. You get it for free.
We did.
Holds up?
I mean, even if it didn't, it did.
Yeah.
This is my nana in a little plastic bag here.
Stella D'oro Originals. They hold up. Let us know what you think.
Little biscuits, baby.
Little biscuits.
Little biscuits.
And Cravens
Breakfast
in your
treats.
cup. Yeah, breakfast,
Breakfast
treats.
treats.
Even the writing is very good.
Stella D'oro original breakfast treats are the perfect complement to your favorite cup of coffee. They have that famous Stella D'oro Italian touch of great taste, tradition, and quality. Stella D'oro, lightly sweet, simply Italian.